Okay, right before I start this tutorial, or I don't even know what this is, I just want to preface some things. This video is definitely going to have a part 2. When is the part 2 going to be released? I do not know, because I don't usually post or upload videos I haven't completed yet. So this will be my first time doing this actually. And I ran into some problem while making this pant that I shouldn't have. That was why I decided that this video is going to have 2 parts, and I've already abandoned the project. But this is just like a push for me to actually get the project done. By me posting it here, I'll always have to remember that I have to make part 2. So that's going to make me want to complete the pants. The 2 other pants, including this one that you're seeing on the screen, are what I'm taking inspiration from. Not really, but it's similar to what we're going to be making in this video. So without further ado, let's get into the tutorial or the sewing video. So I took a pant that I already owned before to do a clone on the pen that I'm going to be making, and this was where the problem started from, because this pants was a little bit tight on my waist, and I clearly forgot to add allowance to make it, okay for my waist. Anyways, I folded my material into half. This is a checked material, so you always make sure, or you always have to make sure that the checked pattern are aligned on both sides, because if they are not, once you are sewing it together, they are not going to align, and it's just going to look not professional. There's something about checked material, you always have to make sure that the patterns are aligning so that it looks good. So what I did was just a mock-up of the jean pants I showed you before. I put it on my pants and I marked out my the full length I wanted for the pants, and I cut it out. And I also used the front to cut out the back, making sure that the pattern on the materials are aligned, as I said before. The only difference between the front and the back panel of this pant is that the crotch for the back is longer than the front, and also I went up by ½ inch at the midpoint of the back, and I went up by ½ inch at the side of the front. So basically, this is what we're going to be needing for this project. I'm going to be needing the flap pockets. I cut out 4 of those, the one that is going to be on the inner part and the outer part, and the band for the trouser. And I also did something different here. I cut out like kind of like a yoke that you usually see at the back of like industrial made pants or jeans. That's it up there at the back side. So for the pocket shape, I just cut out an heart shape and I just freehanded it. And I'm going to cut that out 4 times, 2 on this black material and 2 on the normal material. One will serve as lining and the other one is going to serve as the main fabric. So this is what we have. This is the back panel, and this is when things started really going wrong. I decided to slash the back panel into 2 so that I can top stitch, and it's just going to have a different type of feel. It's not going to look like your regular pants. But while doing this, I forgot that I did not add any allowance to that, and yeah, it came out smaller. But this is the front. I already added the pocket to the side of the front. I'm going to sew that, then I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to iron that. I'm going to turn it over like this, and I'm going to iron that flat top stitch, and I'll come back and show you how it is. After I was done sewing the side of the pocket and flipping it over, this is just me top stitching it. I started joining the back that I already slashed open at the midpoint. I started sewing that together, right side facing right side. What I'm trying to do here is the French seam. First you sew the right side facing right side, then you trim the excess of your sewing, then you flip it over, and I went ahead to iron that so that everything is laying well and flat. Then I'm just going to sew on the wrong sides. So after I was done with the front seam, I'm just going to put that down. I'm going to top stitch on the wrong side. After top stitching on the wrong side, I'm going to flip it over to the right side, and I'm going to top stitch on the other side. That's doing it on the right side so that I can see what I'm doing clearly. Now that we're done with that, this is what the pocket is looking like after I already sew it together on the fabric, the main fabric, and the lining. I wanted to use the pants fabric for the lining because I just wanted to give this feel of it's peeking underneath, but it's not really showing. After doing that, I went ahead to iron both of the pockets. After ironing the pockets inside out, I went ahead to iron it. And also I went ahead to do double stitching on the top part of the pocket so that when I sew it on the pants, I just sew on the rest. I'm not going to sew everything short. It's going to be a functioning pocket. So this is what the front is looking like after I already sew the pockets on it. You can see. And this is what the back is looking like after adding the yoke to it also. And I also top stitch on the yoke part. If your machine is not like very strong, it might not be able to sew that. And this is what the pockets are looking like. I'm just going to sew that on top of the back. And once I was done adding the front zipper flap, this is what we have for the front, and this is what we have for the back after I've already added the pockets to it. After I was done basically on the front pattern and the back, I mean the front and the back panel, that was when I joined it together at the sides and I realized that, oh, this pants does not fit me on the waist. Not to talk of the hip part, it was just awful. And I wanted to cry. But my friend told me that I could fix it, and yeah, I actually could fix it, but I guess I was just like too tired and the project did not come out the way I wanted it to. So I just like I dropped this. I've dropped this since like last month now because initially this video was supposed to have been posted since like last month, but it was just disappointing. But yeah, this is all we have. The next video about it is going to be me completing the pants, and hopefully that happens soon because I was really excited for these pants. But if you did enjoy the video or find it helpful in any way, shape, or form, please like, subscribe, and leave any comments or any thoughts you have in the comment section down. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.